really small, which makes me think that I need to maybe make this a little bit bigger. But I felt really guided with the numbers. And when I feel that way about something, I just often think that it's probably for someone who's this exact size. So this is pretty much sitting right at just a little bit above 6. Well, we're going to go with it. Okay. So, again, we're just going to do the same thing we did with the crimp. We're going to use the very tip of it first. Get right in there. Clamp down. Now I'm going to use that bottom little section with the little camel hump in it. I like to do that one really hard. And then the end one, this is the one that you just kind of got to be really good with. Not really good with, but more careful with. Because I find sometimes it can kind of slide like or turn over and then it will mess it up. But just remember, sometimes you have to do these, a couple times before you get it right. So don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, so now that that's in there, I'm going to crimp that down. And again, I'm going to do another pull test. This is the sad part. Sometimes it breaks, sometimes the second clamp didn't work as well. So you just kind of pray that it does. Again, I'm pulling really hard too. Like I'm putting a lot of strength into this when I'm pulling. And it doesn't seem to be budging, so I'm happy with that. Now, before I put that crimp cover, I'm going to cut off this little excess piece. So I'm going to get really, really, really down. I haven't cut it yet. Sorry about that. Someone was just at my door. Got a delivery. I love when I get a delivery. Feels like Christmas. It's actually some of my new business cards, which is pretty cool. So, anyways, once you have this, you're going to want to cut that cord off. So I'm going to try to get the very, very best to get right in there. Sometimes you can kind of use some leverage. As you see, I'm kind of holding that down with my other finger to just get some really good leverage in there. And then I'm going to cut. And see, a piece even like this long, I actually keep these because sometimes when I'm making other pieces of jewelry, I can use this to do something. So I try to be as, resourceful as possible and even keep these little tiny pieces. For an example, something I'm working on right now is to add on this little piece here. I use a little string just like the piece I showed you. So they do come in handy sometimes. Okay, so now that we have that all clipped off, we're going to make it fancy and put on the last and final crimp bead. So we're going to just kind of shove it over. Place it over, I should say. Okay. So once it's on there, again, I'm just going to gently ease it closed. Kind of play with it to try to get it as close as you possibly can. Okay, then we have our bracelet. Now, I'll tell you, it won't fit me, but it's very cute. I'm excited to see these three as a set. I think it's going to look really nice. And you can turn the crimps as well, the crimp covers, so that the lines of them would be facing the wrist so that they just see the nice shiny part. If you want to see it on the little mandel, here we have it. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my very, very first video doing this kind of thing. I hope to be making more in the near future. And if you have any questions or concerns, or want to ask about maybe getting a custom piece done, please reach out to me anytime. You have a lovely, lovely day. Thank you. Bye-bye.